One of the things that I always get asked is, Gina, have you used this curriculum? Have you used that curriculum? Have you used this one? We ask because we are curious about what do you think about this curriculum. Now, of course, I haven't used all the curriculums out there. I do have a curriculum that I love right now, but in the beginning of my homeschool journey, I did a lot of research of what curriculums I would want to use. So today I thought it would be like a fun video just to talk about curriculums that were interesting to me, why I did not go that route, just my overall thoughts when it comes to like first impressions and curriculums right now that are like piquing my interest and so on and so forth. And let's just talk all about curriculum. Now, during this video, I will give you advice on maybe videos that you can watch just in case you're looking into that curriculum. So I'm going to link down below videos of YouTube homeschool moms that I would recommend that you check out in a curriculum that I mentioned. Before we start, just in case it's your first time here, I do want to introduce myself.
My name is Gina, and I'm a Canadian homeschool mom of 3 kids. We currently live off-grid in the middle of nowhere in the Canadian wilderness. I love sharing all things homeschooling, our love for Christ, and off-grid adventures. I'm a strong believer that the greatest legacy we can leave our children are happy memories. So come along and join us on this amazing journey.
Okay, let's just jump right in. And in the beginning of my homeschool journey, the first curriculum that I first looked into was, drumroll, Abeka. I really was intrigued by Abeka. Abeka has been a curriculum that is tried and true. It's been here for ages. It's one of those curriculums that second generation homeschoolers have used and it worked. So, and it does give you that feel of like the public school system. Guys, I have my computer here because I'm going to be showing you a couple of things that I've noticed and like maybe prices and that kind of stuff. But Abeka definitely was one of them that I did want to use. And I think that I even like put in my cart, like, you know, when you're like really interested in a curriculum, you already put it in the cart and you're ready to go, but then something tells you maybe that's not the one. I'm just going to explain to you my thoughts and why I did not go that route. First of all, it was my first year homeschooling. And in my mindset, I thought I needed to get like a whole set. So of course I went in looking at the whole set and I was intimidated. There was a lot in that set and you do not need the whole set. Sometimes you don't even need the teacher's manual, but I didn't know that back then. This is 6 years ago, let's say, because that's when I started looking at the homeschooling and curriculum and all that kind of stuff. So I was just kind of like very overwhelmed with everything that was in that kit. And I just thought that maybe, I don't know. I was feeling weird. I wasn't feeling good about it. So I decided not to go with it just because also the price, I mean, it's a huge, investment to make. And it was just going to be my first year homeschooling. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. I'm just feeling very overwhelmed. Now, I don't know back then if they did have video lessons when I first started looking into it, but I know that they do kind of like a online academy kind of thing going on. I don't know too much about it, but Abeka was definitely one of those curriculums that really did intrigue me in the beginning of my homeschool journey, and also one that I was like, you know what, if math wasn't going to work with me, I probably would look into like math from Abeka or, language arts and all those components that comes with the language arts, or maybe like the spelling and poetry. I was looking into that one a while back ago. So now I know that homeschooling can be so diverse in a way where you can pick and choose different curriculums and use them together. Now that's not my style. I just prefer to stick with one thing and just keep it simple. But I know that sometimes, you got to do those kind of things and it works for you. So I never tried Abeka before. I've heard good things. A YouTube mom that I would recommend you watch is Lauren from The Practical Homeschooler. She's really great at comparing Abeka with different curriculums, and she has used Abeka. I don't know if she's using it now, Abeka, in her homeschool. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to link her channel down below because she's a great homeschool mom for you to take a look at. I wish Lauren was around when I first started my homeschool journey because she's just so brilliant. The way she talks about curriculum, the way she speaks, I really love her channel. So I'm going to link her down below just in case you are interested in Abeka. But also it is a little bit pricier for someone like me who's Canadian. It's looking around just based on prices that I'm seeing on the Abeka website, on Christian Book. and whatnot, it's looking around $400 to $500 American. I don't even know if shipping is involved in that. I don't know, but I know that it's a little bit of more pricier. I think back then when I was looking at the whole kit for me, for like a first grade kit or like maybe like a kindergarten kit, was looking around like after tax and everything, and things have changed. Obviously, it was like around almost $1,000 for the whole kit. So I'm saying like science, I think was it history? I don't even know if history was there. But anyways, a whole kit. But I didn't go that route. But let me know, do you use Abeka in your homeschool? Is that your tried and true curriculum? I would love to know down below. So now let's go into a curriculum that I was going to probably use, I think, my third year of homeschooling. I almost did it, and I'm happy I didn't because I don't feel like I needed it. It was more of like fear of missing out, kind of, or just kind of like you're watching so many videos and you're like, maybe I can combine my curriculums together and make this perfect curriculum, or just so I could kind of get a taste of this curriculum. And that curriculum is all about reading. I really wanted to try it out, but my son was doing so well with his reading. He was just doing so well with the program that we were using, which was The Good and the Beautiful, that I didn't have to. But I definitely have watched all the videos. I feel like it seems like a solid curriculum, and I think that it would be a curriculum that I would use if what I was using was not working, and then I would probably go that route. But it does seem very like a solid curriculum. Back when I was looking at it, it didn't have the tile apps, so I was looking at the whole kit. So I'm gonna put here a little screenshot of how much it would cost me if I were to buy All About Reading, but definitely more on the pricier side and what I'm used to, especially because the curriculum that I do use is like an all-in-one curriculum. It has everything in there, including geography. So it really works well for us. So I'm definitely not used to adding, like, because that's just like the reading, and then you have the spelling. I don't know what else would you have to add with that, but I think All About Reading only goes up until level 4, right? If I'm not mistaken. You let me know. But definitely one that I was looking into. I had in my cart and I said, you know what, maybe I should get this curriculum and just try it out. I was doing YouTube back then. I'm like, at least I have a YouTube channel, so maybe I could review it. But I was like, you know what, no, I'm just going to stick with what works for me. I really don't need to add this extra thing for my son, maybe even get him more overwhelmed by using so many different curriculums. So definitely not the route that we took, but it does look like a solid curriculum. And I understand why a lot of families, homeschool families, decide to use that with their kids, because I've heard really great things. So definitely one that has piqued my interest. Kayla from Ode to Abode, I think, yeah, Kayla from Ode to Abode, she has a really good video on the levels of All About Reading, and I think even All About Spelling as well, which is one that piqued my interest as well, but I didn't go that route because I didn't need to. And then Misty from Teach Them Well. There's just so many homeschool moms out there, but for All About Reading, I'm going to leave a link down below. But Brittany Alga is also one of them as well, because she's using, I think, All About Reading for her younger kids as well. So that's really great YouTube moms to take a look at. Now, another curriculum that has really piqued my interest was Saxon. There was a point where I was almost going with Saxon because The Good and the Beautiful, they had their old edition with math, and I just felt like it was just too much in the sense of games. I'm not a game person. If you've been here a while, you know that I've mentioned that I don't really like a lot of games, and I think my son was okay with it, but he also said, like, there's a lot of games, like, you know, it could be very long. Now it really works well for us because they updated their edition, but back then I didn't know that they were updating it, so I was looking a lot of different math curriculums, and one of them was Saxon. Now it's very black and white, gives me public school vibes for sure, but it looks like, you know, straight to the point. But it intimidated me for sure. At the same time, I've heard so many good things about it. A little bit more on the pricier side when it comes to math than what I am used to. So it was definitely one of those things, kind of like, okay, if I switch, will it make sense when it comes financially as well? Like, you have to look at your budget and whatnot. Especially because we're in Canada, right? In Canada, we always get the short end of the stick. Everything is much more expensive for us, including shipping. And then you sometimes have those like additional costs that just come out of nowhere when you get the package. It's not fun. Anyways, I was almost going that route. And last year I actually asked my son and I'm like, do you want to try something new just so we could try it? And he kind of took a look at it and we kind of took a look at the math curriculum and he's like, no, we're not switching. We're just going to stay with what we have right now. I'm fine with what we have. I like color. He does like color. He likes that spiral approach, which I think Saxon does have a spiral approach too. Let me know down below if I am wrong with that. Let me know if you really like Saxon as well. Person that I would recommend that you take a look at that comes to mind is Ashley from Gathered and Ground. Very great homeschool mom to take a look at when it comes to Saxon. Do I think of anyone else? Oh, Brittany Olga. She's really good as well. If you love Saxon, let me know down below because I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, so the next curriculum that I really would probably consider, I didn't know about this curriculum when I first started my homeschool journey, but then when I started like looking online and people talking about different curriculums, was Christian Light Education, so CLE. Heard really good things about their language arts, their math. I think you hear more about their language arts and math. You don't hear about the other things because they do have other things on their website. Super affordable. They have even Canadian actual curriculum when it comes to math. I think up until the 2nd grade or the 3rd. I'm not really sure. I'll put it here. But very affordable. Seems like a very gentle curriculum too, but I think that it seems good. It seems, I can't tell you, but based on my impressions, it does seem good. Seems, because it's affordable, you could tell that there is some like maybe color lacking and whatnot, but that's totally fine because you're going to get something affordable. When you order from Christian Light Education, if you're Canadian, I think if you spend a certain amount, you don't pay for shipping. Shipping's pretty good because I've ordered from Christian Light Education and I haven't tried their language arts and math, but their science I have been trying, and I will let you know my thoughts on that in the future. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. But for CLE, the person that comes to mind is Dana from These Little Sweet Birds. Sweet Little Birds. Oh man, I'm gonna check her out right now because I love her channel. She's just like so soft spoken, and our sweetie bird's home. That's it. Our sweetie bird's home. Great mom to check out when it comes to CLE. Really, really love her content, her channel. So make sure to check her out. All the links will be in the description. Now, another curriculum that's piqued my interest was Math Mammoth. I think for a moment there as well, when I was looking at math curriculums, Math Mammoth was definitely one of them that really piqued my interest. And I think it was one of them that I would probably look into. Now, I'm not sure. Do they have a Canadian math? I'm not sure about that, but anyways, I think that would be one of them that I would kind of like look into if I needed a new math curriculum. I've heard really good things about that. I think the price is right too. You can get it off Amazon, which is a bonus, so really awesome. I'd probably take a look at that math curriculum as well. Math Mammoth, the person that comes to mind is Christy from These Little Sprouts. She has a good video on that as well. Link her channel down below. Pretty awesome. Another curriculum that really sparked my interest, and I think that everyone is talking about this curriculum, everyone and their mother is talking about IEW. Everyone is raving about it. A lot of people love IEW, and I think that there is a reason why to it. Looks a little intimidating to me. I think it's something that I probably will explore in the future. I just don't feel like right now my kids are kind of young. Even my son, he's like in the 4th grade. I don't think I'm going to go that route right now. Be honest with you, my curriculum is already starting with like essay writing and that kind of stuff, like the Good and the Beautiful level 4 and that kind of stuff. Guys, I only remember doing essay writing in high school. Like, I feel like in homeschooling, I feel like the kids learn so much more, or maybe I just forgot, but I'm 100% sure in the 9th grade, that's when I started learning about even transitional words. It may be the Canadian curriculum. I don't know. Homeschooling curriculum is more advanced in my opinion, but maybe it's just because of Canada. Like Canada, I don't know. IEW is definitely one of them that kind of like a lot of people talk about. And the person that comes to mind when it comes to like IEW and who I would recommend you take a look, that kind of like really piqued my interest in a way that kind of like, maybe I would want to use IEW. That is Christy from One Blessed Mess. And she uses it in a way where she uses the good and the beautiful and IEW together. She uses it in more of a relaxed way. And the way she explained it in one of her videos just really made sense to me. There's a lot of moms that talk about IEW, don't get me wrong. But I think that that video is one that like really comes to mind. It feels a little intimidating. I feel like it's more like more teacher intensive, more prepping, but maybe that's just my impressions. That might not be the case. I just don't know if my son would like that curriculum in a way, but I don't know. That's definitely one that's kind of like in the back of my head that maybe one day we will explore. Let me know if you like IEW, if you've tried it, and let me know. I want to see, does anyone not like IEW? Like I've never heard a lot of people talking not bad about it, but just kind of saying like it did not work for me. I don't see that often. I had one person, like I saw, I think in Facebook comments maybe, I don't know, somewhere I saw, and they just mentioned that once they got to like the middle end, it was just taking very, very long, and their kids were kind of like uninspired to write. But I don't know that, I mean, it's homeschooling, right? Every kid is different. I mean, you never know. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on IEW, if you've tried it out, if you saw a difference, if, you know, the hype is real on that kind of stuff. And yeah, just get a conversation starting. So we got IEW. Now, another one that really, I'm like really intrigued for, and I think this is more for the sciences and stuff like that, is Apologia. I think one day I do want to venture on the side of Apologia. I think it looks pretty awesome. But I also feel like it looks very textbooky, like very like going to high school. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't look intimidating to me, but it looks very like public schooly, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's just the kind of impressions that I get. It's a little bit more on the pricier side, but it's definitely one that I think I will explore for science. I know that they do they offer language arts and math? I think they do, right? Let me check here, because I think I've seen it before. Mathematics, they even have like a preschool curriculum. Oh, preschool science, but not... Yeah, a lot of high school stuff too. So maybe something that you would want to like explore, like high school wise. Yeah, they have math. They don't have language arts, right? Or am I wrong? Or I'm just not seeing things. But anyways, it's actually not too bad, the mathematics one. Okay, because you know what? A lot of curriculums have like teacher's manual and like teachers like in the student workbook, right? I really like my all-in-one curriculum, how it works. So I'm just like so comfortable at where I am right now that I can't even see myself like venturing off when it comes to like the core subjects. You know, one that I really like, I looked into in the beginning of my homeschool, but I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to go that route, is Matthew C. There was one point where I was like, this really intrigues me. The way they're doing things is very different, the approach. So I definitely, like, there was a point where I was kind of like, oh, this is very intriguing. I didn't go that route. It's very different. And I think that was what kind of shied me away from it, is how different it is. I don't think I would ever go with Matthew C. just based on what I'm looking for, but I can see why people do. I've tried master books before, language arts and math. I haven't made any review on it before, but it's definitely something that I could talk about on my channel. I haven't done it. Something that like I kind of just, I don't know why I haven't talked about it. I don't know. I should make a video on it. I have a lot to say. I haven't tried too many things. I know Horizon is one of them that really piques my interest as well. And would probably be one that I would probably try if I had the opportunity. I'm very kind of like budget conscious as well. So I'm always thinking about like my budget and stuff like that, as we should, right? But I always think like, oh man, can I budget for this? Or is this within my budget? That's why I really like the curriculum that I use, is that it's budget friendly, but it's also really, really great. Like for what you get, like at least I think so. But anyways, I think those are the curriculums that really have like piqued my interest throughout the years. You know, is there any curriculum that you're looking into and you kind of like, this piqued my interest? Let me know down below. Like, I can help you guys by sharing with you my, my struggles, my wins, but also in the comments, you guys are so helpful. So thank you so much for all of you that have helped me in my homeschool journey throughout my time here on YouTube. You have no idea how much I appreciate you guys. And that is the video, guys. I hope that this video was helpful in some way. It was fun in some way, just talking about curriculum. I know that I nerd out when it comes to curriculum. I like talking about curriculum. It's so much fun to talk about curriculum. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to join our little community here. And I do have a second channel where I share our off-grid adventures. So if that's something that you want to take a look at, I'll have a link down below. And guys, that is the video for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.